Pup family, Miss Rye here today, going to share with you an awesome resource that we have available to us to have ebooks, electronic or audio books, right at your fingertips at home on your devices. So no matter what kind of device you have, as long as you have internet, these are available to you, and I think it is a super cool way to get fresh new books right into your hands, and you don't even have to leave home. So I did a video, you might have seen a tutorial video about Polk Plus. It came out, and we're going to go to the same account, and that is the same place we go where we were getting public library books delivered to your house. Now this time they're not going to be delivered to your house because you can download them right in your own home. So you do that. Let's get started by going to your class links page, going to the Polk County School Board webpage, just like we did before. And for this, you're also going to use, just like the other Plus account, you're going to use your school ID number. Okay, that is a six number digit, but we have to put 5300-5300 in front of it. Okay, so we'll go to Students tab. This is the fastest way Miss Rye knows to do. Go to Online Resources. I like to show this over and over and over again because there's a lot of great resources right here. A couple of the highlights when you're here. This is where you find tumble books that we've talked about, and probably your teacher has told about, your child knows about. This is where we find AR Finder. We've talked about that before, where we can look up to see if a book is AR by searching by the title of the book to find the AR number, maybe before we read it or check it out. But right here is where we talked about earlier, this Polk Plus, okay? So the Polk Plus, right here is where we're going to go. This is where you'll need your 7-digit or your 6-digit ID number with the 5300 in front of it because you'll need to log in. Just as a review, remember from the other video I did that your account has your personal information there. There's an address that's in there that's a very important address. And so when you first log into this, it's always good to check your account, make sure the address is correct. That address is the same address that Polk County Public Schools has, so if they ever need to mail important documents to you, then they'll be mailing them through that address. So you want to make sure that's correct. The only way that I know that you can change that address is by calling the school that you are at, that your child attends, and you have the terminal operator change your address for you. Okay, so let's get logged in. So remember, when we log in, our barcode number is our student ID number, and the PIN number is exactly the same. So it's both the exact same. So when you log in, okay, both of those are the same. You can copy and paste them to make it easier. All right. Once you're on this screen, we talked all about how to get books delivered to your house, but today we're going to talk about just getting electronic books or ebooks. So we can scroll down to this Overdrive, which is where we download audiobooks. When we click on that, we want to get to this page, and while it's loading, I'm going to click Kids because it opens up to lots of different books. So I like to go to Kids. That's why I like for an adult to be with the child while you are looking for your books. So I'm in the Kids section. If you see this See All, if you click that, it opens up a lot more. These are the trending books now. I like to scroll down for our age students to this new series, or maybe the next read-alongs, and starting to read are my favorite. Now some of the highlights that I have, when you're on this screen, if you look here, you can see that they're available. If I go back up to the top, some of the new releases, there where it says a wait list. Do you see that? That means that that book has already been, is already being used. So you can't use that book right now. You can't borrow that book. Okay, so we'll go back to that in just a minute. So I'm going to come, excuse me, down here first, and I'm going to click on Frozen Worlds for the borrow. Okay, So when we click on borrow, I saw that it was available. It comes up, gives you the option to borrow it for 14 days, 7 days, or 21 days. Now, I really, unless you're doing a research project or something, really don't see the need to have it for 21 days unless it's maybe a chapter book. So I like to pick 7 days. That way it puts the book right back out there for other students or children to see. So I'm just going to borrow it for 7 days, and I click borrow. Now, borrow means it's not going to come to your house. Borrow means success, that I get to read this book on my device right now. So you can download it, or you can read it in your browser right now. So it tells me I have it until May 8th, unless I return it sooner, which I'm going to show you how to do that. And you can borrow up to 8 more titles, okay? So for me, I have 8 more books that I could have checked out at one time. So I'm going to click read. And for this book, you'll notice at the bottom, it says start narration. So this one does read to you. A lot of the books don't read to you in this ebook section, but this one does. So if I clicked on this.
The Antarctic. The Antarctic is at the bottom of the earth.
So you can see how it will read to you. You turn the pages just by clicking over on the side. And you could go right through the book, and you would just see, you could read the book. Okay, and then I just clicked the X up at the top to get out of that book. All right, now let's go pick another book. So let's say I liked this one. I can borrow this one. I like to change it to 7 because they're not really long books. It won't take me 21 days to read this book, hopefully. And so I borrow. And I can either read it now or download it. Okay, so I can read it now. And remember, we just click on the side. This one I think I had out earlier, so it starts where you stopped reading. So let's go back to the beginning. And there we are. Okay, now let's just, for practice, let's go and look at, let's say, remember you can click this see all. This is pretty amazing. Gives you a fresh new look at a lot of books that you could read in your house. And I love this because it also adds a lot of nonfiction. So you can get nonfiction books and practice reading them at home. And here's 5 pages worth of books and a lot of nonfiction, just like we have in the library, books about real stuff, not just pretend stories. So let's go back to, let me show you, let's go back to the main collection. Go to kids. Okay. And if I go down, and remember I told you that sometimes things were on a wait list, okay? So let's just pretend I want this book, but it's on a wait list. I can place a hold on that book. When I place the hold, you have to put you have to put an email address in, and then when you place the hold, it will email you when that book is then available. So that's another way that, books that are popular just coming out and you want to read them, your kids want to read them, and they're already kind of checked out, you can put them on a hold and then you'll be notified when they come in. Now let's go to our account because this is important. We can look at the books that we have on loan. I think this is important because we don't need to keep books that we're done with, that we're done reading. That way we can put them back into the circulation for other families to check out. So just because I have 7 days left doesn't mean that I have to keep it for 7 days. I can go down here to this, I keep highlighting, come down here to where it says return, and I can click return. It says return, oops, it says return title. Sorry, boys and girls, let me see. And I can click return title. And it returns that book so that I don't have it on my account for 7 days. They will automatically return at the end of the 7 days, but there's no reason to keep it if you're done with it. You can go ahead and give it back, okay? So that is one way that you can do that through your account. So this is a super cool, super cool. I love this, this availability that we have. We can go right back to the kids section here, okay, to look at electronic books. It gives you a chance to practice reading right in your home. So while it's important that books are okay for books to be read to us, I think it's really important to maybe getting down here in these starting to read books that you actually practice the reading yourself, okay? There's a lot of books down here, and you can read them right on your screen. Then you can write down the title, go to the AR Finder. Let's say, Are You My Mother? I can go straight to, back to the website. I can go to my AR Finder, and I can type in, Are You My Mother? Remember, this is sensitive, so if it has a question mark, you usually have to put it. Let's see if it comes up. Are you my mother? There's one. Okay. It's got a different look on the front, so sometimes you have to be careful and make sure it's the same book. Let's see. Let me go back and look at that one because I want to, these are good examples. See how this one is a little different, but it's got the same author. You have to be real careful to make sure it's a match, because if it's not a match, the questions could be different on the account. Oops, right here it was. Okay, so you just have to, and then you can find the AR numbers right here with the book level. All right, so a really cool, fun ebook resource. If you have any questions, you can email your child's teacher, and they can forward those questions to me. It's pretty easy. Once you use it once or twice, you pretty much will have it, parents. So like I said, any questions, just please let me know. This is totally free. All you need is your student's ID number, which can be found on the report cards, interim reports, or if you need to, ask your child's teacher. And you can get right in started with lots of resources. So thank you. Have a great day.